Welcome back, guys, to Metaphor ReFantazio, where we have to find an inn here in the incredibly cold night on the streets. Hopefully, our guys, well, to be honest, we're wearing gloves. We're not wearing anything on our head, which is where a lot of our heat escapes, but our upper extremities are covered. Maybe we're nice and warm. I don't know. But with most of the place checked out at this point in time, including the shops, we haven't been to lowest Blue Sky Bridge or the recruitment center, or more to the point we probably have and have just passed through the area. We continue to check out, canvas, and talk to the people on the street apart from that we may have missed, so as we find our inn. So, a Mastari, a frightened Mastari in fact. I fear the increasing number of warrior monks as Saints' Day approaches. We have converted to their Sanctus faith, yet they still despise us. Somewhere in their hearts they still see us as lesser. I couldn't tell you how many Mastari have been imprisoned for crimes they didn't commit. Gallica seems like she'd be cold. It's very true, actually. Maybe she has, like, fairy magic or something.
Really, no?
Do not try my patience. I'll not ask you again. Have you seen a member of the Mastari tribe come through there? Well, I could keep telling you. It were a result I saw. You're trying to blame the Mastari for crimes they didn't commit again, ain't ya? Just covering your own asses, aren't ya? Sure, I'm sure that's what's going on. But yes, we're about to get into a major climactic point, probably, when I get through this section.
Well.
Oh, colour me surprised. Your being here tells me you've also obtained a divine relic. Yes, the sealing's about to happen. I hardly had to lift a finger to get mine, thanks to my contacts, but I can only imagine the toll it must have taken on you. By the by, there's a podium in the city too, isn't there? I see them frequently in Brawlhaven, but to be honest, I couldn't bear to listen. Those were the ravings of a madman. A cheap ale, the only purpose of which was to intoxicate the masses. Perhaps this time I took to the pulpit. Electing a king and looking to the future requires the acumen of an enlightened thinker. Oh yeah, you want to debate me, do you? I'll take you on that.
Come take a gander.
Saint's Day is the best. Even in cold like this, I'm raking in the sales. Sanctifex Forward and Saint Rella's portraits are in high demand every year. I did hope Master Godot's would be moving a little better. He is a candidate for the throne after all. Oh well, suppose I overpriced him. How do I get to that person? Oh no, I have. It's just the memory comes from that far off. I actually go into a whole new section, in fact, to be able to find our inn that we're still looking for.
Who'll take the crown now?
There are so many conversations around me. Saints' Day at long last. Sevenus Forden ought to be able to secure his victory here. Guess the majority of city folk are in favor of Sanctifex Forden, but Luis is as popular as ever, I see.
Now what am I to do?
I, for one, think there's something fishy about him. Rumour has it, he's even been pulling some strings behind the scenes. And the frontrunners haven't made a move. What's the point of the tournament then? Well, it's the boy candidate I got my eye on. Ever since the exhibition, he's steadily improved his standing. Preposterous. Who'd get behind a kid that slung mud in the face of the church? Sanctress Joanna was to blame for that, though. The only reason people support him is because he's an elder. You watch, they'll dump him about a second thought as soon as the novelty wears off.
Look at that.
Tensions seem high.
Who'll take the crown now?
I'm going to take the crown. Then I'm going to give it to someone good. And that's the plan, anyway.
Oh, there.
Closure, you have business with the King's Rock? Yes, I have business.
Hang on.
Will I see the rock? Just a quick peek and then we'll be off. Give me my Meg. So there's a coronation rock in the city too? Wonder how the Rankins are doing.
Let's see.
Doesn't look like the order's changed at all since we saw it last. It's very hard to change the order, though, when you've got these big statues that are basically advertising these two gigantic heads all the blooming time. How are you supposed to overcome that? People always fall in line with the front runners in the end, for the most part.
Yep.
At least we know where we stand. Should we get back to it? It's like most of our governments, etc. Our voting systems are like two-party, free-at-max systems, because there really is no room for others.
Hang on a minute, you.
We're restricting the number of people on this path due to construction. Only those with a valid permit may pass through this way. Ooh. Where do I get a permit? Permits are distributed to those who've made donations to the church. Besides, aren't you the Eldar candidate at the center of so much gossip? Your foul reputation has reached as far as the city. I'd give up on seeking passage here if I were you.
What?
What foul reputation? We haven't done anything wrong. Something tells me he's not going to see things our way, though.
Elder rubbish.
We're not liked. Who'd have guessed?
Who'll take the crown now? What's up?
Looking for a place to stay? The inn's right up ahead, mate. Way. Dia Franco Street.
You're not serious.
Are you not serious that the whole other street for me to explore before I move on? You bet they're serious.
Indeed, 'tis not
Saints'
so
Day is
bad.
right around the corner. I've heard they're dedicating some pagan relics at the tournament. You think I could use my dead connections and have a few for my shop? Oh, I'm sure they'd fetch a fine price. What a creep. What does he think divine relics are? Toys for nobles? They're very good at stabbing.
Do you need something?
The church is up these stairs. Keep going up and you'll find the Ontario Opera House. You've come for Saints' Day, haven't you? If you're looking for an inn, take that path down. Oh, look. It's a cat. Oh, it's definitely a rat. And a really tiny box randomly.
Oh my.
Excuse me, but have you ever considered growing flowers? I'd rather grow food. Oh, you don't mince words, do you? But all well and good, I'd not sell flowers to someone who wouldn't tend them. I sell not only beautiful flowers, but also special seeds. Perhaps some hero's jeweled root seed memorial style. They're certainly more practical. These seeds are a premium crop, so the price reflects that. But any interest? Not at the moment, sorry.
Cinnamon.
Very well. I'll not sell seeds to someone who wouldn't give them the loving care they need. You said that the first time we said that we were interested in food, maybe? And you were like, no.
All right, then.
How strongly can I say no to you before you actually believe me?
Oh, grand.
I tried to not waste your time from step one.
Hello there.
Care to buy some meat, lad? Come now, no need to be so wary just because I'm a parapus. Depends what you're selling. Brocaded koi and monster bones. They cost quite a lot. I should probably wait for a better day to buy any more of them.
Actually,
I have a nice assortment of delicious cuts, if I may say so myself, and there's no truth to that nasty rumour that our meats have a rank beastly odour. When is Thingy's Day next? That formation. What style? What grace those pigeons had?
Oh, grand.
Doesn't seem to be any more gold beetles hanging around the place.
oi!
Clotray, gotta buy some water, have you? Well, it depends what you're selling. Pristine clear water, mellow milk, Oreo sugar, and some fruit cordials again. They cost 1k. I've got 9. I don't think I've used any of the fruit cordials I've ever bought, have I? Heard the rumors about you. You sully the name of the Holy Church at the exhibition of the brave. Well, I appreciate you supporting my business. I won't be supporting you. Then I won't be purchasing here then until I can get money off. The dedication ceremony will take place at the Opera House above here, won't it? Oh, I can't wait.
Young man. Young man.
That's spilled grain everywhere. No wonder you got a rat issue.
All right, then.
This is the Opera House Square. It's very fancy up here.
Got it.
Looks like they're still setting up the Opera House. Wow, there's not even a beetle down here. There will be 2 days of festivities, the Eve of Saints' Day and the day itself. Wonder if it's possible I could hear it from way out here. What? The opera? Oh, a view of Altabury. Hey, don't go spacing out on me now. We didn't have any more time to dawdle. Let's get moving. I mean, that is a view just because of you as well.
Just sublime.
This area's massive.
Hello there.
Didn't they tell you a blue sky bridge? Only those with permits are allowed on this road. We're expanding the road to support the passage of gauntlet runners, which means you'll be able to cross as soon as construction is finished. Mind you, that could take a few years. Altabury is bigger than I thought.
So irreverent.
Have you seen the white clouds over there? Those braven bastards are acting like they own the place in our very holy city. Although they may be feared as the strongest army in the nation, we warrior monks still have our pride. We'll be hosting the most eminent dignitaries in the nation and the divine relics. I swear in the name of sanctism that our security will be impenetrable. I bet those monk soldiers are itching to get their hands on Luis. How foolish. Be a futile effort. They can't lay a finger on him because of the king's protective magic after all. Yes, but we now know that's a bust a fair bit.
Amazing.
We now know that if you believe in that...
Boy.
You Your doom may befall you. A gold beetle was found. No clue how many I've found total thus far.
Amazing.
Amazing. Right, who else to speak to, if anyone? Pretty sure they won't allow me into this place just yet.
Wonderful.
I'm asking you.
Let's not.
Tomorrow's the big day. Let's not do anything that'll make us look suspicious. Sightseeing makes you look suspicious.
Ah, closer.
I won't let it stand.
If I can walk there, I'll walk there.
Well, nothing I can do about it.
That's my creed, except, you know, unless you got a sign up that says no trespassing or private property. I respect rules.
All right then.
Make it sound like I'm some kind of anarchist for a second.
Oh, grand.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Yes, just by walking around. It's terrible.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
If you say
Looking for an inn run by the Mastari tribe? Just go down this path and it'll be on your right. If my memory serves me right, I believe it's called the Skyward Tavern. Ooh. Look around for any more gold beetles.
Oi!
Oi! Well, we're getting closer to our destination. Rudolph's runner.
Here.
That's expecting from Rudolph. His runner looks like he's ready for war. I hope we don't have to get in a fight with this thing anytime soon. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got at least 5 guns on it. Does ours have a single gun on it?
Ridiculous.
Louis is the wretched knave who commanded his subordinates to steal the royal scepter from the Grand Cathedral in Grand Trad. I can only imagine what wicked tricks that villain has up his sleeve for Saints' Day. No harm in preparing for the worst, I always say. This is Godot's. Sure feels like a long time ago we first fought against Godot and his runner, and he's hated you ever since. We beat up his friends.
Amazing.
Slash possibly killed them. I don't exactly know how that works out in this game.
Now what am I to do?
There's a Loveless look. I can look out at Milo's runner. A deck modelled after a stage with a statue of himself on top. Milo sure has a lot of self-confidence, doesn't he? I wish he cared about anything other than beauty. Oh my goodness. I mean, you can't really make out as him from the statue, but his visage seems covered.
You little...
Oh, look, it started to turn up. You got some nerve showing that mug in front of me.
Huh?
What? Did we do something to you? Oh, playing the fool, are we? I see your game. What's good for the goose is good for the... I'll settle the score with you shortly.
Oh.
Maybe he's had one too many. We'll let him be for now.
Oi.
Well, we did... Oh. Who was he talking to back in Thingy Town? Was it this jerk? In Grand Trad?
Oi.
What's going on between them?
Welcome. Wait. A band of youths with a knight and a yew chief.
Are you perhaps the candidate who brought Joanna the Sanctoress to confess?
One glance and you knew. Listen, we just...
I don't care if you did the deed or not, but please take your business elsewhere. I'm sorry, but I have my own reputation to think about.
You follow Sanctism's teachings?
You? A Mastari who wears no mask?
I'm Euphausia. I'm the priestess of Verga. No, of Etria.
The priestess? Impossible. The island priestess would never leave the village behind.
I have my reasons, but I wish to see the outside world that I might better protect our island. I have no proof, but...
You would raise another tribe to the throne.
'Tis a longer story than we've time to tell. We only wish to avoid a tyrant's reign. Yet 'tis not from our own ambition that I speak so. The throne belongs to one truly worthy.
But if you insist, we will leave.
It's just... You look so like the priestess before you, I can't just turn you away. Fine. You can stay here, as long as you don't make trouble for me.
Thank you. I suppose it is easier to understand each other without the masks in the way.
Not all of us mainland Mistari hate the Sanctus Church. We'd rather preserve the peace we have. And, well, it's a sorry excuse for an innkeep who turns away travelers.
Thank you. We're in your debt.
Oh, look, they've got food and booze here too. And it's so much cooler, which means fewer bugs. Perfect.
It seems they have an imitation of the island spring here. We can bathe. I should invite Juno when she's back.
Bathe? You'd be mad to hope a hot spring replica could take the edge off this chill.
Cold or not, there's nothing more refreshing than bathing. Would you care to join us?
I should think not. For reasons too numerous to count.
Why?
Anyway, strategy meeting. Let's get on with it.
So we seek to assassinate Luis. A difficult task. But you look to have an idea. Let's have it.
First, the when. Under normal circumstances, we'd want to get him on the move. Maybe walking through a crowd while he's got less guards. That would be the plan. But unfortunately, that'd only work if he was someone with common sense. Someone without combat ability. Or someone who'd want to avoid collateral damage. And that isn't Luis. Worst case, he uses civilians as shields while more of his personal guard catch up. And things go sideways before we can get it done.
But once he's inside the Opera House, he'll have a security detail at his beck and call. Even if we can sneak in, getting to him.
If we can't target him in transit, and we've practically zero chance of getting close to him, that leaves us with only one option.
We can join his personal guard. He totally trusts us. Attack from a distance, probably, then.
We attack from a distance.
Exactly.
A bow and arrow isn't gonna do much good, right? It needs to be the lance.
Of course. So, what if we threw the lance? Pierced him through from a distance? Yufa, as the priestess, you can command the lance to return to you if it's far away, right?
You would have me use that power in reverse to cast it out instead.
According to Juna, the ceiling of the Opera House has a chandelier big enough to support a person. From above, we'll target Luis in the royal box seats.
You realize the entire audience is below that lighting? A stunt like that would get us noticed instantly. Wait, are you suggesting we do this during the show?
Luis will be distracted. It's the best opportunity we could ask for. Besides, with Yufa there, we can even recover the lance easily.
Hold a moment. I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance and such speed would require incredible focus. I don't think I could do it while aiming.
Then just concentrate on the sheer mental force of it. Someone else can take over the role of actually throwing.
This gambit is sounding more far-fetched by the moment. But we also can't afford to wait for another opportunity.
There is no other opportunity. Luis intends to kill Forden during the festival. That means if we do nothing, the fake will be exposed, and so will we.
Indeed. Once our betrayal is made plain, we will never find a way to draw close to him again. This will likely be our first and last opportunity.
But who's actually going to do the throwing?
I'd rather leave it to you. With the royal magic protecting you, it's less likely that we'll fail this, even with interference. And besides, laugh, if you like. I know it sounds silly, but I really do believe you have the power to change fate itself.
Indeed. Everyone here knows that firsthand.
I feel the same. If I can trust you to do it, then I should be able to do my part as well.
Will you do it, Captain?
I mean, I have no choice.
I planned to from the beginning.
Right. I see. Well then, we're counting on you. On the day of, Juna will be at the venue ahead of us. We'll have her open the service entrance, and we'll infiltrate from there.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I want you to lure Luis's guards outside and cause a commotion while he's making the throw. I'm sure the Magnus brothers will be guarding the place too. Hulkenberg and I will secure the exit route in advance. Luis is a formidable foe. But we've overcome plenty of obstacles. Let's believe in the strength that got us this far. We can do this.
Ambitious. That's for sure.
Don't worry about it.
I know there's a lot weighing on your mind right now, but let's just try to get some rest and prepare for tomorrow. It'll get even colder at night, so try not to get sick. I guess I'm not even allowed out, though. The fact that the land's passed muster is a testament to Nurse's skill. Sometimes the man can achieve truly amazing things. I think all the time he can. Even now he's holed up in the runner, working away, tuning something or other with usual vigor, I no doubt. He has his quirks, to be sure, but there can be no mistaking that he's a great credit to our endeavors. He's ridiculously clever man. It's the real Draco Dios. It has an aura the fate could never match, and tomorrow I have to use it to get stabby.
At last.
Tomorrow is finally Saint's Day. Luis will show his face, and with the real Lance will... Don't worry, I'm prepared to do what we must. The man must be stopped. That was my first time seeing snow, and it was so cold I shivered. What a sensation. Alright, Juna's going to meet up with us later tonight because she's got so many things to do behind the scenes. Will you go ahead and rest up? Sure I will. You've got a big role to play tomorrow yourself, after all. A name being a word too. So this is Altabury, eh? Colder climes tend to inspire stronger drinks among his people, but all that can wait until after our business is finished. Once we trounce Luis, I can think of no better celebration than a good stiff drink. Have I reached age yet? Check out my fireplace in my fancy hotel. What is a place to sleep if there? What are you actually doing over there? What is that? It's just loads of glasses? I think it is loads of glasses, yeah. What is a place if it doesn't have a few cockroaches? Oh, hi, Gallica. Doesn't seem to be a place where I can check for gold beetles. Should I call it a day and set him for the night? Why not? Nothing else I could do.
Good night.
Rest well.
What's wrong, Del? You've been quiet for a while now.
That lance they handed over, you think it's real? Can't say for certain, but I didn't feel any magla flowing through it. Can't see it exactly, but how do I explain it?
I know what you mean, though.
The Mustari got them third eyes that can see magla, right? Hard to believe they'd worship that thing as a relic.
Then maybe... You think they made some kind of fake? Even in that short time on the island? Shite. How'd they? Either way, we have to tell Lord Luis.
No need. He'll have noticed by now, most likely. Not like they're any real threat to him anyway.
Most likely? That good enough for you, brother? Del. You remember they talked all that helping anyone in need? Something like that anyway. Seemed proper daft at first. Seemed naive to act like that kind of thinking could actually fix all the broken, cruel, unjust shite in the world.
That's because it can't.
Well, yeah, obviously, but... What was it we actually wanted in the first place? Equality? Or justice? This lot's working towards a future, and God help me, I started seeing it. Maybe what they're fighting for is something better than what Lord...
That's enough, Baz. Joke or not, you'll get yourself killed.
But them not even helped you out a few times, Del. That really impressed me, like... I don't know how to say it, but... It was like a feeling I haven't felt since we started working for the Count.
You know Lord Luis plans to take Forden out during the Saints' Day festival. Neither of us can afford to get distracted right now.
Suppose you're right. Things are about to get messy.
So that is the side they serve. Let us teach them that even the best laid plans will go awry. Whether Forden's or our fallen kings. It was
Splendid entertainment while it lasted. However, the revelry ends here.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The Saints' Day festivities in Altabury will be kicking off very soon. On the eve of the festival, we'll be holding a dedication ceremony. On the church's authority, we'll be offering the gathered divine relics to God! And it sounds like the candidates had a tough time this go-around. Lots of new info coming in even as I speak. From candidate Rudolph, a legendary nail thought lost to history. From candidate Julian, can you believe it? Cloth garb said to have been worn by a saint. We've got artifacts of all kinds pulled from obscurity into the public eye. Archaeologists everywhere are positively vibrating, folks. But the news on everyone's lips is the announcement of Count Luis's unofficial participation. As a matter of fact, a candidate working under Luis has reportedly acquired a phenomenal divine relic from a mysterious and exotic island. Meanwhile, candidate Forden, too, may have claimed what is said to be the most glorious relic in history. Will we finally see a head-to-head competition between our top candidates? Only the coming days will tell.
So Luis has finally made his move. Won't take him that long to catch up, I bet.
Yes, but I also can't imagine Sanctifex Forden losing.
We're about to see a clash of giants. This will be no minor bout, that's for certain.
Right. That's everyone. Let's go over the plan one last time. First, infiltration. Juna's got full rights to be in the venue, so she'll unlock the service door for us to sneak in.
When it's time, I'll call the guards outside. That'll be your window to sneak in.
Gallica, you, and Yufa. You three will head to the rooftop, where you'll get down to the chandelier.
When I start my solo on stage, the lights will dim. That should be enough cover to hide whatever you're doing.
Don't worry, I'll be with you.
As for us, it's just as I explained last night. Luis said destroying Yufa's home would have been a necessary sacrifice. Like mine. If power's all he thinks will change the world, then we'll use power to stop him.
Should we fail, though we may survive the ordeal, we will have no more leads to pursue. This will surely mark our final mission.
You know, I've been trying to keep from dwelling, but I can't help but think of Grius. Sorry to bring that up now.
Even I have my fears. But let us remember him only by his truest wish.
We'll make sure this succeeds. For a world without tyrants.
Well, see you at the show.
So begins our last mission, then. Let's get whatever we need to prepare and head over to the Opera House.
Right.
We'll finally settle the score with Luis.
It'll be okay.
Be fine. I know you'll be able to do it. The Opera House is located at the highest point in the city. It'll just be you and Yufa in there, so make sure you both are geared up for anything. Just us two! You liked earlier that my HP is exactly 500, MP is exactly 400? Yes, I know. I planned it that way. Not really. How could I have planned it that way? Well, that's good that we've got you for this weapon lately. Got 2 MP recovery things currently, a prevent sleep and a randomly strength increasing thing, which probably is rubbish in that regard for you, to be fair. What is your weakness even? I don't have anything that can really defend against that. You want me to make me strong? I'm doing good words. My weakness is fire. So fire and blizzard is what I'm weak to. I'm just wondering Like, I have nothing to protect myself against that, apart from, like, something like the Coddled Choker. I was wondering, on the accessory side of things, if it's just us two, should I just not switch for the one that Hulkenberg's got on? But then if people join us later, for any means, it could be nice to not have them removed with various things. Okay, we've already got an increased defense thing. Maybe I can go up resist pierce damage in terms of stuff there. Greatly increases evasion against wind, the storm bliata. It's like I'd be going down the thing. I feel like when I stop to look through this stuff, I just basically stop our roll, so go with what you have. We're a soul hacker. Life will be good. I kind of want to reach here as well very soon. Or get some buffs. Just everything here is amazing. Plus, ignoring resistances in the future is going to be pretty nice. And then Yufa, of course, has her stuff. Getting new skills all the time. A fair bit in her possession as of this rate. We'll just hope that what we've got is good enough for the fight, I guess.
Now what am I to do?
I guess no one else wants to speak to me about anything at this point in time. I wonder if maybe I should go to the academia and see if I can make anything else for her. Let me sit down with you more. Look, I am visiting. You still have a function.
Hello.
Though, to be honest, I reckon I haven't got anything new for any new summon experiments at this point in time, no. That is the case. There's not many in terms of like elemental spells that we can even get at this point in time. Well, multi-target almighty magic. Yeah, maybe. Talisman of the War God gets us a multi-target slash attack. Oh. I didn't even pet the cat. What's wrong with me? I think that's all the preparations we can really make.
Now what am I to do?
Loveless is still outside, hanging out.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Hello there.
Anything else going on in town?
You're not serious.
Doesn't seem it. It looks like we've just talked our way through everyone. Apart from here.
Well, now, what
The city will surely flourish by hosting the tournament during Saints' Day, but it vexes me we must receive such a suave of unruly, impious rabble. I only wish they show the proper respect for these hallowed celebrations. I'll throw them in the dungeons if they continue behaving like ill-mannered swine. Oh, wait a second. It's Idols Day. No, let me back in the Gauntlet Runner. No! No! Well, that's sad. Slightly better deal than normal, eh? So Olive misses his weekly poo. It's not weekly, I take the poo quite often.
Hello there.
My ablutions are none of your business. I need 20% off, what?
All right, then.
Oh, I guess because these guys haven't been contacted by yada yada McMahon place lady.
Let's go.
So therefore, that's a great name.
Got a lovely discount.
So I don't have the 40% off that I would have in other places. That seems to be the truth of it. The Duskfly staff is definitely worse than the one I've got. We could get one of these shots, or the Melodious Abacus, which is now 150k due to the reduction in price. Small MP recovery every turn in battle. Sounds pretty good to me. For 150k. And then it's a katana with wind affinity.
Understood.
And a bow of a random variety. Don't know if that would be the highest damage ever a bow, but farewell, money. We loved you once, didn't we?
Let's go.
Very nice.
Some days we have money, other days not so much. You get the runic handguards for strength +3 and magic +3 and automatically increases attack at start of combat. Yeah, we'll go around and buy all the stuff now that we can get a hold of. That makes sense to me. Also, I may as well give you that as well. Now you've got like a defense one and you've got attack buff and a defense buff. And that's strength 3 magic 3, which gives you at least +1 of a stat. Look at it that way, right?
Let's go.